I suppose it was because he actually walked up to the craft, and better still, he touched it. He walked around it. It was in no hurry to take off. On this video, we examine the most famous UFO incidents to have occurred in the United Kingdom. What took place became known as the Rendlesham Forest Incident, and is often referred to as the British Roswell. The incident took place in December 1980, near RAF Woodbridge and RAF Bentwaters, two U.S. Air Force bases located in Suffolk, England. Over the course of several nights, multiple military personnel reported seeing unexplained lights and a triangular craft, and some even claimed to have witnessed a close encounter with an unknown flying object. RAF Woodbridge and RAF Bentwaters were both U.S. Air Force bases at the time, and they were heavily involved in the Cold War-era defense of Europe. The area surrounding the bases is characterized by dense forests, primarily Rendlesham Forest, which is located about 3 miles to the east of RAF Woodbridge. The forest, largely made up of pine trees, was a remote location, adding an eerie and isolated aspect to the events that would unfold there. The first known sighting happened on the evening of December 26, 1980, when U.S. Air Force security personnel at RAF Woodbridge were on patrol. According to one of the primary witnesses, Sergeant Jim Peniston, he and his partner, Airman John Burroughs, were on a routine patrol when they noticed unusual lights in the forest. At first, the two believed that a small aircraft had crashed, so they decided to investigate. Upon reaching the clearing, they reported seeing a triangular craft, which was described as having a metallic surface with bright, multicolored lights. Peniston recalled that the craft was around 3 to 4 meters tall and hovered just above the ground. The object was described as having a unique design, featuring a triangular shape with rounded edges and several lights along its side. The craft emitted a bright white light from its underside and also seemed to shimmer or distort the air around it. Burroughs, who was with Peniston, reported that the object suddenly began to move and then flew off quickly at a high speed. Both men were reportedly shaken by the encounter, and upon returning to the base, they reported the sighting to their superiors. However, their accounts were dismissed initially, as there was no immediate explanation for what they had witnessed. On the night of December 27th, the strange events continued. A larger group of military personnel was involved this time, and the sightings became more intense. The same security personnel, including Peniston and Burroughs, along with other witnesses such as Staff Sergeant Tompkins and Airman Wayne, ventured back into Rendlesham Forest to further investigate. This time, the group reported seeing a series of bright lights in the sky that appeared to move in a strange, erratic manner. The lights would appear to hover in place before suddenly darting off at incredible speeds. Some members of the group even claimed to have seen a large circular object hovering just above the trees. They also reported hearing a series of unexplained noises that were similar to metallic sounds. As they ventured deeper into the forest, the witnesses came across a strange glowing patch in the ground where the craft had allegedly landed earlier. The area around this patch was noticeably disturbed, and the soil seemed to have been scorched or burned. Peniston, in particular, noted that the area had a strange metallic odor and that the surrounding trees appeared to be damaged. The group also claimed to have witnessed an intense, flashing light that appeared to be scanning the area. Some members of the team even reported being physically affected by the presence of the object, feeling disoriented or unwell. Burroughs later described experiencing a sense of numbness in his legs, and he also mentioned that his watch had stopped working while near the craft. Following these sightings, the military responded with an official investigation. The initial investigation was led by Colonel Charles Halt, the deputy base commander at RAF Bentwaters. Halt was informed about the events that had transpired and decided to personally investigate the situation. On the night of December 28th, he led a team of men into the forest to search for the UFO. Halt's team recorded strange sightings and unexplained phenomena, including the appearance of bright lights in the sky and an object that seemed to dart from place to place in the distance. Halt, along with other members of his team, also reported seeing a flashing light at ground level that appeared to be moving and searching the area. At one point, Halt's team noticed that the lights appeared to be coming from a craft that was now hovering over the forest. As they approached, the object reportedly moved away and disappeared into the night sky. During the investigation on the night of December 28th, Colonel Halt's team made a significant discovery. They recorded a now famous tape of their experiences, which has since been referred to as the Halt tape. This recording, which was made on a handheld audio recorder, captured the reactions of Halt and his team as they encountered the strange phenomena. In the tape, Halt can be heard describing lights in the sky, and members of his team can be heard reacting to what they are witnessing. The tape has since been widely discussed and analyzed by UFO researchers and enthusiasts. On the tape, Halt expresses concern over the possibility of a UFO phenomenon in the forest, and even suggests that they might be witnessing something very strange. The Rendlesham Forest Incident quickly gained widespread attention after the military's investigation was made public. The U.S. Air Force initially dismissed the sightings as the result of misidentified aircraft, possibly military flares from a nearby training exercise. However, many of the witnesses, particularly Peniston and Burroughs, continued to insist that what they had seen was unlike anything they had ever encountered before. As the years went on, various theories emerged regarding the nature of the incident. Some suggested that the UFO sightings were the result of a secret military experiment, while others proposed that the events might have been the result of natural phenomena, such as an atmospheric anomaly or the misidentification of a known aircraft. Others still believed that the sightings were genuinely extraterrestrial in origin. In the years that followed, some of the witnesses, including Peniston, have made further claims about the incident. In particular, Peniston has stated that he was able to approach the craft more closely than he originally reported, and even touched it. He also claimed that he later experienced strange, unexplainable physical effects, and he has suggested that the encounter left him with a form of communication from the craft in the form of a series of binary codes that he recorded. The Rendlesham Forest Incident remains one of the most debated and mysterious UFO sightings in history. It is considered a significant event in UFO lore due to the number of military witnesses involved, the credible nature of the reports, and the lack of a satisfactory explanation. The case is often compared to the Roswell incident in terms of its impact on popular culture and UFO research. Some UFO enthusiasts argue that the event was a genuine close encounter with extraterrestrial visitors, while skeptics suggest that it may have been a case of mass hysteria or misidentifications. In 2005, the British Ministry of Defence, MOD, released a series of previously classified documents related to the Rendlesham Forest Incident. However, the documents did little to shed new light on the event, and the MOD maintained that there was no evidence to suggest that the incident involved anything other than natural phenomena or misidentified aircraft. The Rendlesham Forest Incident continues to captivate the imagination of UFO researchers, enthusiasts, and the general public. It stands as one of the most compelling and well-documented UFO events in history. Despite years of investigation, the truth about what happened in the forests of Suffolk in December 1980 remains elusive. The Rendlesham Forest Incident remains a defining moment in UFO lore, and its legacy continues to inspire speculation, debate, and further inquiry into the nature of unidentified flying objects and the possibility of extraterrestrial life. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more UFO and haunted location stories.